It's been really funny. I've been tracking this whole Kawhi Leonard situation. And initially, when the trade first happened, there were reports that were leaked saying Kawhi Leonard does not want to play in Canada. And then later, the next day, reports came out, Kawhi Leonard is warming up to the idea of playing in Canada. And so why see conflicting stories? Why was the first report Kawhi Leonard going, no way, I'll never play there? And then why did we see a shift in the narrative to Kawhi Leonard going, I could make that happen? The reason why that happened, the reason why the narrative shifted slightly about Kawhi Leonard is because of Kawhi Leonard's label. He doesn't want to be labeled a problem child. He doesn't want to be labeled someone who can't get along, who won't go with the flow, who won't be part of the system. I talked about it earlier. I just changed majors. I switched majors in my college. But now I'm locked in. Now that I've changed majors, I need to just finish. I can't do it again. You're on a short string. And now that I've changed once, I can't do it again. If I change my major again, I'll be labeled the kid who can't figure it out. Kawhi Leonard said, I want to be out of San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard then got what he wanted. And if Kawhi didn't want to go to, I don't know, if Kawhi Leonard says, I don't want to be in Toronto either, it makes him look bad. That's not to some, but he's going to be labeled someone who won't go with the flow. Kawhi Leonard, if he says, I want out of Toronto, after already saying he wants out of San Antonio, will look like somebody who's unwilling to work with others and unwilling to follow a system. That is what some people will label Kawhi Leonard. But I want to say this. I might be alone in this. I think if Kawhi Leonard says, I don't want to play in Toronto, I want to be in LA. If Kawhi Leonard says, I've always said I want to be in LA, if he says that publicly, I will support him. I might be the only person saying, I support Kawhi Leonard not wanting to play in Toronto, but I will. Because I think it's interesting. Kawhi Leonard didn't just say, I want out of San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard made a two-part statement. He said, I want out of San Antonio, and I want to go to LA. We all know what he really said. We all know Kawhi Leonard said, I want to go to LA. And so if Kawhi Leonard put his foot down and said, I want to be in Los Angeles, that is where I want to play, I would defend Kawhi Leonard. I would support Kawhi Leonard if he put his foot down and said, I want to go to Los Angeles. Here's the thing. We've always known what Kawhi Leonard wants. The Raptors have always known he wants to be in LA. The Raptors traded for Kawhi Leonard even though they knew he didn't want to be there. And so if the Raptors can't handle that, that's their problem. They knew what they were getting into. They made a choice. I'm switching majors. I'm making a choice. I know what I'm getting into. I can't complain about it now. I have 2 years left of college. I can't complain about my change. The Raptors, if they made a deal with someone who didn't want to be there, they got acquired. We know Kawhi Leonard didn't want to be in Toronto, and the Raptors made the deal anyways. That's the Raptors' problem. It's not Kawhi Leonard's problem to worry about the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard's problem is to deal with himself, to worry about himself. And if Kawhi Leonard reaffirms, I want to be in LA, I will support Kawhi Leonard. Because he's been very clear this whole time. He said two things. I want out of San Antonio, and I want to go to LA. I want to be in Los Angeles. And so if he says that, if he puts his foot down, I will support him. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care.